Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Intuitive Garden Tarot. My name is Nicole. I'm going to do a current energy check-in for Gemini in general. I did do a pre-meditation tuning into the energy of Gemini, and the symbol that I received to set the tone for this reading was pretty transformational and quite exciting, actually. It started as a golden flame that just kind of had when you see almost a picture or a cartoon of a flame and it has concentric colors of the flame radiating out, it was just so gold from the center and it was just rippling out. And then it actually turned into this gorgeous salmon color rose that turned almost gold, and golden beams of light were shooting out of this rose. It was beautiful. I wish I could transmit that picture to you. Maybe some of you are picking it up. But what that suggests right off the bat, Gemini, is that you're in a massive period of transformation and growth right now, as well as increasing your frequency. The rose is particularly potent as a symbol for high frequency energy. And you're apparently radiating that out, or it's just coming through you and it's showing to others. I think others are seeing it, noticing it, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. Hopefully you are as well. If you've been feeling a change and feeling like maybe you're imagining it, you're not. This is your confirmation right here. So let's see what the tarot has to clarify for you, Gemini. All right, we have the Ethereal Visions deck. We have the Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, the Hierophant, Two of Wands, the Death card, Seven of Wands, and Knight of Cups. Okay, no Pentacles here, no Earth energy, but the Hierophant and the Death card are bringing some strong healing energy and confirming the transformation that's taking place. So what I'm getting in the recent past is you've been receiving healing codes, basically. They've been coming through to you. And you might even be a healer already. Maybe you're being guided to step into the role of some kind of leader or healer in a big way. This is powerful energy here in this card, and in this deck in particular, I like this image because he's basically meditating and making some kind of mudra symbol with his hands. So quiet time meditation is maybe something you've been delving into more, or you've been called to make more of a part of your life. But it's critical, if the outcome card being the Death card, which is the biggest card of transformation in the deck here. You're really going through it right now, Gemini, and looks like it's not that fun. This is you in the present moment showing up as the Queen of Swords, and feel like you're feeling the heaviness of what you're being called to do. You might be really being asked to step up, like I said, as a leader of some sort, whether it's a healer or some other type of organizational role. And feels like it's lonely. It's been a long journey, huh, Gemini? And I feel like what I'm saying isn't that new. I know, I've heard that. Tell me something better. Well, here's something better. Page of Cups is about something unexpected happening, something surprising, delightful, inspiring, and not a minute too soon, huh? So perhaps the information you're getting or these changes that are happening inside you are inspiring you to do something different or unexpected. Hopefully you're attracting experiences that are delightful and taking this sad look off of your face. I do hope for that. She's just very pensive and discouraged is how I'm feeling that right now. So I hope you're feeling some encouragement, because at the heart of the reading here, you know from that higher perspective that actually you're in a pretty good place and you can see a lot of things on the horizon, and you have built up quite a bit of strength from whatever you've been going through. So maybe you're thinking about where to go with that, what to do with that, looking at your options. Perhaps seeing what might be coming to you. And I'm back to the Death card. Look at the figure in the bottom corner here. There's some grieving going on, some heavy grief. But it is a means to an end. This card is saying hold space for yourself. Just hold the line. Don't give up. Don't give up. You have something very unique to offer. You are in an elevated place, and whatever struggles you have what it takes to rise above it. There might be even a romantic offer coming to you, some love with this Knight of Cups. And this might also be reminding you in all this heady energy, air energy, to remember what's in your heart and to follow what your heart's true desire is, because you're so ruled by head. I get it. So am I, Virgo. We share Mercury. I get it, Gemini. I know that Mercury energy, but I know you have a heart too, and so do Virgos. And I'm specifically tuned into his armor. It might be hard. You know, she's been hurt many times. That's also the look on her face. She's learned how to make boundaries from being hurt. So what I'm hearing is don't give up. Don't shut your heart down. And it's okay to protect yourself a little bit and take your time as you put your heart out there if you are connecting with somebody or connecting with somebody new. You don't have to jump all in totally trusting it. But you also don't need to be so on guard that there's no room for love. Just take your time to feel into each situation and make sure that it resonates with you and supports you. Okay, let's finish this up with an oracle card, or two or three. Let's see what feels like coming out. The Love and Relationships Oracle deck is coming out, which may or may not be about love or relationships. We'll see what the message is. Remember that golden rose. Things might be aligning better than you think. And here's another rose saying open heart. Look at that. Can't make that up. Look at all the dewdrops, all the newness, freshness on this heart that's opening and unfolding. It's very tender. Underneath it says receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So maybe it's time to let some love in. And it might be the love of a friend or a family member. It might be a romantic partner. But it's time to let some of that in and let yourself be vulnerable. You might be surprised that it's possible to have a healthy heart experience. Let's take another one. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Well, isn't that exactly what gets in the way of an open heart? Last one. Another rose. This is not a coincidence. Peace. Look how open that rose is. It's so open. This one's just starting to open. So what's between the beginning of the opening and the full opening is kind of crossing the bridge between pride, arrogance, ego, stubbornness. How could that stubbornness show up? Well, I'm not going to trust anyone until they pass all these tests. Or I don't need to change. All my past relationships didn't work out because of the person I was with. Everything we experience outside of us, particularly the things we don't like, always have a match inside of us. So take a look at whatever might have frustrated you most in your past relationships, and really focusing on romantic, but they could be partnerships, friendships. What do you think the other person did wrong? And see if you can find one or two ways that you might represent that same pattern. And it might be hard to see at first because it won't show up in the same way. That's how we fool ourselves into thinking that it's the other person. But we don't connect with people without there being some kind of match or resonance. And when we heal those things in us, of course, we can't stay in resonance with that other person or people if they're not also healing that same ego wound or belief, let's say. But balance is possible. And that's up to you to find that in your own way. Balance, harmony, friendship. So remember, of course, to see what is working in your life. If something's still missing, if you're feeling lonely, tap into the friends you do have, and always be a friend to yourself as well. I know that's a worn out message, but it's true. I hope that helps, Gemini. If you would like a more personal reading, specifically designed to your life and your questions, I'd love to read cards for you. You may book a session with me at intuitivegardentarot.org. Until next time, I thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Bye-bye.